West Yorkshire police animal suspended over chokehold caught on video. Police community support officer faces court over allegations of rape. And a paedophile teaching assistant who plied her victim with weed, cocaine and alcohol is jailed. This and more coming up. Don't forget, these reports, due to the fact that they contain very sensitive issues, are never monetised. If you do appreciate the work that I do and understand that these topics result in no YouTube monetisation, please consider joining the channel Patreon for as little as just £3 per month to help me continue providing this content. Hello ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, innies, outies and in-betweeners. My name's Dan and welcome back to another PAP Reports, The Bad Bits. It's Monday, August the 17th, 2020. A West Yorkshire attack dog was filmed on Sunday in Halifax attempting to arrest a man by putting him in a fucking chokehold. The footage has been shared widely online and has caused much concern. In the video you can clearly see and hear the man being detained, telling police he gives up, but the police constables continue grappling with him, with one shouting, "Chill out or I'll choke you up," and that he will put the man to sleep. During the incident, which was filmed by a neighbour, one constable can be seen putting his knee in the detained man's back, while the other pulls his arms backwards before the second constable kneels on the man too. West Yorkshire Police confirmed it has voluntarily referred itself to the Independent Office for Police Conduct over the incident, adding that the man was arrested and later released under investigation. After the incident, Chief Constable Osman Khan said, "We are aware of video circulating showing the arrest of a man at Spring Hall Gardens, Halifax, on Sunday the 16th of August in relation to assault offences. We immediately reviewed the footage and looked into it as a matter of urgency to establish the full circumstances. We have reviewed the actions of the officers involved and a referral has been made to the Force's Professional Standards Directorate. Our investigation remains ongoing and we have made a voluntary referral to the Independent Office of Police Conduct. The officer involved has been removed from frontline operational duties." However, today it's now been said that the constable has been suspended. This very incident was shown on Good Morning Britain today, where they said a police officer has been suspended after a video emerged of a British Asian man being arrested. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, and I might be, but I don't think I am. I don't recall PC 3139 William Sampson from South Yorkshire Police being on the TV after trying to cave in young Sheffield Wednesday's fan head with his baton. Oh wait, well that just simply wouldn't fit with the narrative, would it? Here's the video of the attack in Halifax.
Turn over! Turn over now!
A Kent Police Constable, PC John Hedley, was up in front of a misconduct hearing panel at the Force's Sutton Road headquarters earlier this month, where he was handed his P45. The allegation related to hounding a female police officer for sexual relationship, both in person and via electronic messages. The hearing was held in private, although Kent Police did publish that Hedley continued to harass the woman, causing distress of an unacceptable kind in her ordinary work environment. And this isn't the first time Hedley has been in the spotlight, as he was previously brought before a misconduct hearing in 2016 after he inappropriately touched a colleague and lifted up her skirt during a boozy night out. The 2016 panel found Hedley's behaviour did amount to misconduct and gave him a final warning, which was to stay on his file for 18 months. The panel found that he had committed gross misconduct in breaching the standards of professional behaviour relating to discreditable conduct and authority, as well as respect and courtesy in this latest incident. As a result, Hedley has been dismissed without notice and will be placed on a police barred list, which will prevent him from being employed in law enforcement for at least 15 years. Chief Superintendent Rachel Curtis of Kent's Police Professional Standards said, "Kent police officers and staff are held to a very high standard of professional conduct, and we do not hesitate to take action when someone's behaviour falls short of what is expected of them." Allegations of a sexual nature, including a harassment of colleagues or members of the public, are extremely rare, but among the most serious we deal with. I think maybe Kent Police should start checking out these reports if they think that they're rare. She continued, "Misconduct proceedings are chaired by independent legal professionals who follow national legislation and guidance. A number of sanctions are available to them in cases where misconduct has been proven, ranging from management advice to dismissal without notice. When deciding which sanction is appropriate, the chair will consider a number of factors, including the individual's previous character, the seriousness of the case presented to them, and whether or not they have previously breached the standards of professional behaviour." Well, isn't it ironic that a chief superintendent says that allegations of a sexual nature, including a harassment of colleagues or members of the public, are extremely rare, only to be faced with yet another one in this story? A now resigned Sussex Police Community Support Officer, Jamal Robinson, based in Brighton, faced charges in 2019 for rape and sexual assault of a woman just before Christmas. Now, it's been released in a statement from Sussex Police that Jamal Robinson of Ventnor Villas in Hove has been charged with 2 counts of rape and 2 counts of sexual assault of the same woman at an address in Worthing on Saturday the 14th of December 2019. He has been bailed to appear at Worthing Magistrates Court on Tuesday the 3rd of November. A 28-year-old Coventry teaching assistant paedophile has been jailed for 32 months for grooming and having sex with a 15-year-old pupil. Kelly Louise Smith of Nuneaton, Warwickshire, had sex with a 15-year-old at a hotel after plying him with drugs and alcohol. The dirty cunt began grooming a teenage victim by bringing him sweets before showering him with extra attention at his school in Coventry. Smith brought the boy cannabis, cocaine and alcohol before having sex with him in the early hours of March the 29th last year. She was arrested after the schoolboy's DNA was found in her underwear, and CCTV showed her and the boy together at the hotel in Nuneaton. The victim, who can't be named for legal reasons due to his age, admitted having consensual sex with Smith on 2 occasions and that he thought she was fit. Fuck me, I think he needs locking up if he thinks that's fit. Sentencing her at Warwick Crown Court, Recorder Martin Butterworth told her she had abused the trust placed in her by the school and her victim's parents. He said, "The victim was in your care. You had received the appropriate training for vulnerable children. You have in your background a great deal, which I take into account. None of this can excuse the way you abused the trust the school placed in you and the trust the parents placed in you. Whatever his attitude was towards you, it could not be trusted as a mature attitude, as he was a child, and you were a young adult and his teaching assistant, and you were an adult and his teaching assistant. He is a child, and you abused your trust and him. I am going to accept the decision by the psychiatrist of you being immature and naive. They identified you as having depression and mild learning difficulties, but she's a teaching assistant. I mean, what checks do these schools actually use when they're hiring people? There are a number of features which aggravate the offence, but the principal one was that it involved ejaculation and you were under the influence of drugs and alcohol. So if she tossed him off and he didn't come, that would be better, would it? You fucking cretin. He said, you are entitled to 1/3 credit and therefore the appropriate sentence I can give you is 32 months in prison. She was made subject of a sexual harm prevention order and will serve half her sentence on licence, meaning that she'll be out in 16 months at the most. Don't get me wrong, when I was at school, I had a Spanish teacher called Miss Garcia. By Miss. Now, she was fit. Probably not now, but she was. And she was Spanish. And we all fantasise about giving her one. But it's not down to the child to make the right decisions, as they're children and can't be expected to make the mature and right decisions when their hormones are on them. But even though I thought I'd love to have given her a length for my chorizo, I've no doubt that ultimately I would have ended up fucked up somewhat. So I have no sympathy for the teacher who is a pedo and should have made the right decisions to protect the child. But man, she does look rough as shit. Yeah. Big thank you to all of the channel supporters, especially channel patron supporters. Your support is, of course, truly appreciated and really goes a long way to help. And that is all I have for you in today's Too Much for YouTube. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials. Good night, all. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you like the content and you'd like to help support the channel, you can do so. In the description of every video there are some links to ways that you're able to help support the channel so I can continue putting out content. If you're unable to help us in that way, hit that subscribe button up the top there. If you haven't already, become a subscriber. That is support enough. Share the videos, comment, like, it all helps. If you're looking for something else to watch, up top there is my latest video. Down the bottom there is a video that YouTube recommends for you.